fine.
No problem. Okay. Please like, share, and subscribe this channel, Leaders Speak. What are the challenges you face in sharing?
Probably it'll be more of miscommunication, right? They are not, kind of. Even I was new to the profession. Even my friends or whoever my team is were new to the profession. Giving them the proper communication about the company, the roles and responsibility, what they're gonna do, having the clear paths. This is the next 6 months you're gonna do this, and this is how you're gonna project yourself into this project so that the outcome will be this. I think that clear communication was one of the things which I was lacking behind because there was no experience for me.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Leaders Speak episode 4. We have a very special guest today, Nandini from Verify Now Background Services. She has more than 15 years experience in the HR function, like diverse industries like non-IT as IT as well. Let's dive into, continue the conversation with Nandini. Hi Nandini, welcome to the episode 4.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and I'd be happy to be part of this conversation with you.
Let's talk about your personal life, like where you born, what are the education, like just could you help us to know about yourself more?
Yeah, I born in Hosur, like
Okay.
it's a border of Karnataka. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. So I settled in Bangalore from almost like 23 years by now, like, and I've done my graduation is from Vijaya College, and
Ocha.
that's how I completed my studies, isn't? And post which the MBA has been through on distance education. So like I'm a single daughter from my parents. I was being pampered and I've been like
Oh, that's
I've
great.
been spoiled kid might be. Like it's everything has been given to you in over the hands, like it's with a silver spoon.
Oh,
Born.
super.
Yeah, kind of it. So yeah, and post which yes, I married to a Punjabi. It's a South and North Indian marriage.
Like it's like a 2 states, right?
Yeah, it's a 2 states of marriage, and happily married for 7 years and having a 3-year-old son, and with a 5-year-old pet. So he's also considered as one of my
Oh,
sons.
that's great.
Yeah, that's all over me.
Dad was a government servant or
Yeah, he was
business?
he was a part of government.
Acha.
He was in
Tamil
part
Nadu
of
government,
TNCC travel.
Acha.
So yeah, most of the time we'll be to and fro from Bangalore, Hosur. So most of the time I have stayed in hostel in my college.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's how it has all worked.
That's great to know about your personal life,
So much.
Nandini. And you have you chosen as a HR, right? Like
Yes.
you want to focus on HR when you think. Why you choose an HR? Like what is the main purpose of choosing as a HR? Why can't be other like professional like I have chosen sales or marketing or operation? Why you chosen as a HR?
Okay. See, as you're a single daughter, you have a lot of responsibilities by end of the day.
Is it so?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do have that. You have to achieve something. You have no backup for you as you are once.
Absolutely, yeah.
No support systems around. So when I joined my college, I started having that fear of a complex that what would be my next profession,
Okay.
right? So Bangalore is a thing of lot of hub. You would see the competition starts from once you join the college.
Correct.
So I was literally, profession and little proactive person, and I want to be part of all this NSS, the cultural activities. I'm a Bharatanatyam dancer. So,
Wow, that's
yeah,
great.
So yeah, so all these things will be keep doing something, and that's how I applied for an accidental Naukri post saying that I'm looking for a part-time job because my college timings is somewhere between 8 to 12, and post which I don't want to go to the hostel and sit idle for a long time.
Okay.
Right, so then I started doing, applied for a job for a part-time, and unfortunately I just got a job which is very next to my hostel, which is not even a walkable
So you're
distance.
talking about when you're studying in a degree,
Yeah,
right?
I was doing my first year of
Acha,
college.
first year of college. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
So then I applied, I got selected as a HR trainee.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how I started my career in
Acha,
HR.
that's what you started interest towards HR.
Yeah, HR.
Okay.
And personally, I'm very organized person. Like, do things and make your calendars and do this stuffs in this time, and to be. And I could feel that connection happened through the HR, because HRs is more into organizing the company. As an organizing
Correct, yeah.
organization is called HR. So I got attracted toward it, and unfortunately I had all the managers who were like part of my starting of my career. They were so supportive, and they keep pushing, you can become an HR. That's how I started as an HR trainee through a recruitment process.
That's great.
So it is all about recruitment, and then I moved on to another organization I've been working with. After my graduation, I joined Accenture. I was part of Accenture, and I was handling all over the Asia's account, as in for learning and development. And then I moved on to Hinduja Groups, where I was part of compensation and benefits and onboarding process. That's how the BGV came into picture in the life. Like, how do you do, what is the supportive of and background verification could be happen under you. And then with the start of the career, I joined to a startup which is called Verify Now Background Verification Services, where I am into from end-to-end HR, from the recruitment till the exit. I take care of complete process here.
No, that's good that because normally what happened when we studied in a college, we don't know what to do after the graduation, right? It's good that you got an clarity that time. Okay, you want to go with the HR department only. That's really great, and thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
And as you told me that you have a more than 15 years of experience in different industries like IT and non-IT.
Yes.
You want to share a couple of experiences like last 15 years. Okay, this is what experience like you would like to share with us. Please go ahead and share.
See, I would feel it's more of an experience. You should live that moment,
Okay.
right? When you live the moment of your own phase of what are the experiences you go through with, along with the organization, is what you call it as learning and experience. And when you project it towards your team, and that's an another level. So it has been always come up with the thinking capability of an ideas. So when when I started exploring towards the HR as a profession, as a student, I would see for the current role of a student, what would be the requirement in the recruitment field, right? So that is how I started having something called internship. I used to have my friends asking them, why don't you join with me to develop your career, because it will be easy for you when you go for a post graduation, when you're looking for an options or you're looking for a job around. It will be easy for you to have that professional skills among with you to give interviews and all. So I had a team with the as a 1-4 solution. I was starting my career. I had 7 team members who was already reporting under me when I was doing my graduation still.
Okay.
So after post 1 year. So that would be one of my achievement. I would say that within a 1 year I started handling a team and then leading a team, which is part of my student group as well.
Oh, that's great.
And I was part of all the promotions of the startup of the company. And in Accenture, I would say, it was mostly about learning tools. That is how the digitization came in picture at that point of time. The manual to an automation process which has happened. Like, we used to learn more of how HR can convert themselves into an automation process, like making everything automated. Making the ticket system availability, like anything which should be like writing instead of the papers, we would have a ticket system to be raised and that to be resolved within 24 hours. Right? Any queries which is coming from, Accenture is more of an BPO and non-voice process, where any of the employees is raising a ticket to an HR, that services has to be closure within 24 hours. That is another, kind of learning and the achievements what we have implemented.
What do you mean by tickets system?
Tickets is the ticket system. The raise is the concern is the ticket system.
Acha. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
And then we have to resolve. As in HR perspective, we have to resolve within 24 hours.
Oh, is it?
And yeah, we used to have certain terms and conditions followed by the organization. But we make sure that ticket is getting closed within 24 hours.
That's super.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as in Hinduja, we would say that there's so many wide perspective which have been gone through. One is HR audits, which is very important, like to develop your own process and your own policies, like where is the lagging behind. And when I joined, it was not diversified team.
Okay.
I was the second woman employed to join the HR team.
Oh, that's
So
great.
we made it in the process of Agrima into as an women-based companies, and hiring more of women in the team, motivating them to be part of our team as an HR. It is mostly as a compensation benefits team. They'll be like more into payrolls and stuff. So we made it to be diversified in that perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's the next level would be every year promotions is an another level. So when you achieve something, when you do something, when you do out of the box process. Obviously, you get promoted, you'll be like, notified by the senior managements.
Okay.
So I touch wood, by now I have got every year promotions. That
Oh,
would
that's
be that
great.
is the why I've been, it
Superb,
has been
yeah.
a layback to another ladder to my profession as well. Like I've been continuously getting promoted from assistant manager. I joined as a manager, and then
HR,
moved into a senior manager, and now I'm handling a complete pan India
Head of HR,
head.
yeah.
So that would be one of it.
Superb. And initially, you told when you started your career in HR, you got an opportunity to handling team, right?
Yeah.
What are the challenges were there that time? Like, because that's very, very important,
That's
because handling team is not easy. Like,
Yeah.
irrespective of any department, is one of the very critical, because you need to take a team along with you.
Yes.
What are the challenges you face when, because that's the first year I think you were talking about, right? The initial life.
Yeah.
How you handle, because you told you got an opportunity to handle team. What are the challenges you face initially?
Probably it'll be more of miscommunication. Right? They are not kind of even I was new to the profession, even my friends or whoever my teammates were, the new to the profession, giving them the proper communication about the company, the roles and responsibility, what they're going to do, having the clear paths. This is the next 6 months you're going to do this, and this is how you're going to project yourself into this project, so that the outcome will be this. I think that clear communication was one of the things which I was lacking behind, because there was no experience for me.
Okay.
So I was like literally, not giving them the proper information, or might be I was also with the half-baked information, and I started doing my self-development at that point of time.
That is the major challenges
Yes,
for you.
I feel that when you don't have your clear goals to be settled, you can't have.
Then maybe the clarity
Yeah.
will not be there
Yes,
initially, that what exactly we want to achieve.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
So,
that is one of
yeah,
the reasons.
that I feel that getting into a dip and you doing it practically, understanding it, that was the lacking behind, and then you finding out the actual solutions for that.
Okay.
And that's a big thing, I feel like, and then we in the next year we found out, have lot of solutions, and how to work as a team, how that the projection should happen. So that is how the learning skills actually take you through.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Nandini, just I'm a little curious about your company that you told background verification. Could you
Yes.
help us? What exactly mean by background verification? Can you just explain about our listener viewers?
Okay. Background verification is all about doing a candidate verification.
It's a candidate verification.
Yes. Whoever
Okay.
the candidate who's going to join the organization, we will check their education, the employment, their previous employee history, and their criminal records, whether all these are genuine. And
Okay.
this helps HR into a very different ways, like to hiring, from hiring till allocating any sensitive project to a candidate, till the exit process, the proper planning towards the company or the
Okay.
organization. The BGV plays a vital role.
Okay.
Right? So let me tell you a few glimpses. Okay.
BGV is basic background
Verification services.
Acha, okay, got it.
Like when you hire a candidate, right? How do you know the provided documents or the submitted documents or
It's
the
authentic or
the mentioned profiles that I've been worked in so many companies is genuine or not? And how
Okay.
do you know that the employee doesn't have any civil cases or any criminal records against him in their past life? So that is where we play a vital role. It's
Okay.
just a basic checks what I'm talking. And by this we have something called psychological matrix test. We'll
Mhm.
giving certain questions and check about how they're answering, how fast are they answering to the system, and our psychological doctors will sit in kind of analyze the data and give
Oh,
you
is
the
it?
report, how stable that person is in
Okay.
all. We have a different kinds of checks.
Interesting, yeah.
And we do have a civil report that is very common.
Okay.
And we do have international database records. Like we will check whether, if it is for our worldwide client, so we'll check whether any of a candidate has been any part of terrorism in the UK or US or
Hmm.
any part of it. So that is how this international database work. So all this is a help to have a right candidate at a right place,
Okay.
to reduce their attrition part, to reduce the hiring process to be very stable. Whenever you are
Mhm.
hiring a person, you are 100% sure that all his the verified documents has been settled, there is no any criminal against the candidate, and you've been okay, we can give them further little promotions, or we can keep them in place. So that's how this BGV plays a vital role to an HR perspective.
Okay, that's great. See, apart from this, you told that criminal background or
Yeah.
civil for the
Yes.
employee who going to join.
Yes.
You want to give top three parameter, okay?
Okay.
Because so many viewers will be knowing that maybe entrepreneurs, business person, they want to adapt these kind of small like parameters.
Yes.
Can just highlight top three parameter according to you. If
Okay.
you go through these three, maybe the candidate can be taken from your. That's just general. Things.
First, I would say recommend to every HR or any startup who's going to do is criminal records to be checked.
Acha.
Criminal. The first will come as a criminal record. That what we have is like, it's an automated system. Like today in the news also it has been published that most of the cases will be solved through online.
Okay.
That's the latest news which has come in the morning, right? So yes, so we have automation data updated from all our legal team. Every 24 hours the system will be keep updating, refreshing the data, right? Even you have done a single traffic signal jump or any small issues will be captured under the data, which is accurate for 99%. And the
Okay.
1%, the advocate sitting over there will authorize yes the case is available or not, right? That would be FIR, and we would go for an extend level called court verification. Any cases which has gone till the court, and is there any cases which we have even filed a divorce cases and property issues, civil litigations. So I feel all this you should be aware that this person has been going through stress, and there was one incident which has happened in our personal company, as in there was a divorce case which has been filed against a candidate, right? So he was not mentally stable.
Acha, but you know that he's already divorced, no? You
No,
doesn't
we
know.
were not
Acha,
knowing.
okay, got
We
it,
were-
yeah,
how
got
will
it.
you know through
That's-
an interview?
okay,
You
okay.
can be very confident enough to do
That's true.
interviews.
That's what I
and
want to
all,
ask you,
right?
that how you
Yeah.
identify those.
Yeah,
Very
but
important.
when you do a BGV, when we come to know he's been going through a lot of things from last 2 years,
Okay.
like the settlements, the divorce part and stuffs, right? So we have to be make sure before hiring a person, we are making sure that we are also having a psychology test for the person.
Okay.
How stable he is, how he's gonna answer for certain, putting them in a situations, making them answer. So all this is gonna give you a very positive environment towards the organization. When
And
the
if you're
person
not
is-
able to understand his problem, then that definitely going to affect the performance,
yeah,
right?
yeah, the performance and other team members as well, who's
Correct.
already performing, it could impact them as well.
Influence also.
Yes, the influence matters a lot. So when you have a system already in place and you know that this is the report, then the organization or the HR team can take their wise decision whether to have the candidate on board or not.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, and I would say their previous employment history. The second comes the previous employment history, and that also matters a lot, because how do you know that the person has exit formalities has been done properly and he doesn't have any discrepancy issues from the previous company? All this also plays a vital role. And even we do for certain after post COVID, I would say address digital verifications. We have come up with the address verifications. Most of them have the remote
Places, yeah.
workplaces nowadays. So you give lot of laptops, your company
Companies, yeah, that's
you give lot of company authority things to do. That will be licensed in the laptop and in everything. When you do this address verification check, that person stays in the same address, and the nearby areas or the neighbors. And if in case in future, if kind of he absconded from services without notifying you, that person stays in the same place. So I feel that very important. And during the same COVID, we have something called dual employment issues,
That's what I know. So many.
which was
like,
a major thing
correct.
for us, right?
I think,
And so work from home, morning you log in here, complete your 4 hours of work, and log in for another company, do another job. So how do you know? I mean, even in the organization, you can see that employees there logged in for 9-6 hours. But how do you calculate for the other people? Even they can do a day shift over there and night shift in some other company. So that also major role to have an employment history verified, to whether to check the PF accounts, whether they have any dual salary credited happening or the dual PF accounts which has been created. So that is how the UN is also playing a major role, just to prove that is there any dual employments happening or not. I would prefer all these three should be the major education.
I'm not able to get that dual employment, like the word was trending that time. But I don't know. I'm not able to correct.
It's a dual
Yeah, it's a dual employment. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can work because
I
as
know.
you're doing a work from home, it is very
It can be
common
easy,
to have
yeah.
such things. So we have come up with a lot of innovative things
That's
during the COVID. As in, Verify Now is being always supported for the automation process. So during in COVID, we were not able to do a physical address verification. So we have come up with something called the address digital verification.
Okay.
So we'll share them the link. They have to click the link. They have to fill certain data, and we know there's a live location which is happening. They have to take a selfie and send it to us, and nearby places, and we authenticate that whether the person is staying in the same address or not. So all this will, I would say, for all the startups and for all the recommended, and whoever is going through all the audit process, companies should have this certain basic as in BGV checks to be done, just
Okay,
to have
yes.
every records
Basic,
in place.
yeah. Okay, and as you told that you have so much of experience in HR, and one of the very critical and very important is employee engagement. I think you also agree on that, right?
Yes, exactly.
Why employee engagement is important for the organization's prospect, and what are the strategy you want to use it for employee engagement to keep that kind of happiness in employee? So that's very important. If you ask me, one of the objective of HR function is to keep employee happiness, right? What are the things you want to do in an organization? Because you have so much of different industries experience, and you would have done a lot of things to keep employee engagement, right? And to keep them happy. And this is one of the objective of HR. Could you help us things why it's important and how you manage these things like?
Uh, in my perspective, as I have implemented things, so I want to talk more about my personal
Absolutely,
things. What I've
yeah,
done,
yeah.
right?
Please
so
go ahead.
It's always, I feel, it's an open communication.
Okay.
Right? You give a open communication, allow the employee to share their
Participate, yeah,
feedback.
okay.
You have to ask the feedback.
Acha, okay, got it. Okay.
Right? We in our companies or my process, we always follows that. Take a clear feedback from an employee, what exactly they would want. Like, take their visions, see what is the requirement they're actually looking out for. Allow them to speak.
Okay.
Allow them to speak. Allow them to, explore. And if they are interested in certain projects, allow them to do that. And that is one of the engagement. It's open and clear communication.
Got it.
Right? And when you do such, the employee feels more valued in the company. Right? And you could say that he'll be more valued or she will be more valued, and they will continue the services to be in a right way. And the communication will be going further. When you take feedbacks, give feedbacks, clear it on spot. That I feel that is one of the most important things, which we do in most of our sessions. Every month we do have our one-on-one sessions. Before one-on-one session, we do something called ask and clear the task.
Mm-hmm.
First you ask, let them speak to you, and then we follow the sandwich process, sandwich approach process. Something called allow them to speak, listen to them, and then you give your feedback.
Okay, that is called a sandwich process.
Yeah, we call it as a
Okay.
sandwich process.
Acha, okay.
Because you first put it yourself. You
Okay.
can think, you can let us know what is your views and visuals and things. And then we will tell you, okay, this is all your positive feedback. We put a layer of a mayonnaise and then say, yeah, this is all the positive feedbacks. And now we'll put a sandwich process saying, this is all your developments where you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, the positive impact which you have created already would actually will have a less impact when you're talking about their performance. We are talking about the development, they'll feel, yes, okay, they are, even exploring our positive things, whatever the achievements we have been done, and they're giving and acknowledging it, and then obviously we take it further and we continue further to take their even, the feedback which has been given from the HR or from the managers,
Okay.
which is very important, and they'll follow certain process.
Okay.
So that is what we call it a sandwich. It's a win-win situation for both
Got
of
it.
us.
Yeah. Got
And
it.
I just want to put a point here as an engagement. You have to be a people advocate. As an HR, you have to be a people advocate.
Okay.
You
That's
have
very
to,
important, yeah.
you have to listen, and you have to take this, your advocation have to take into the organization. And from there, you have to be voice towards the employee also. Right? You
And
have
you will
to
be
yeah.
bridge between management as well as the employee, correct? That's
Yeah.
very important
Yeah.
for any organization.
Yes, any
Irrespective of any
organization.
size of the organization, this bridge between is very, very
Yes,
important.
very important. And the important part, once you listen, once you know their performances, the rewards and the recognition.
Okay.
That plays another vital role. When you keep employee motivated, when you are giving them the proper rewards, when you're giving them the proper appraisals on time, when you're making them engaged in most of the activities with the senior level managements, and they themselves feel like, yes, this is the right place what we are into, and the feedback's taking on time, which I just said sandwich process what we follow
Yeah.
here. So that would make a, you know, vital role of an employee engagement. Not doing this rangoli competition,
Yeah.
you know, dance, this intercultural fact. No,
That
we
is a
would not-
cultural kind of.
it's a cultural that is also important. We are not talking about it, but as in, you know, perspective towards an organization, because
It
most
rewards
of the
something.
HR I would see in a LinkedIn, you know, they will say, okay, HR का क्या engagement activity हो रहा है? Oh yeah, this is what the Rangoli competition which is happening. So HR will be busy in Rangoli, you know, the potluck sessions. But no, our wise of thinking is different. No, we think out of the box. We see, like, you know, what, you know, the turnover which is happening around as an employee in the organization. What justice we can bring into the table? Are we doing what with the justice, and are we supporting the employees, and by the end of the day are we doing a justice to the organization as well? So that is the main point what we follow here. And I think all the HRs has been mostly concentrating on this, because we are more sensible and we are being, you know, acknowledged ourselves now. This should be the right time to do the changes.
Okay, that's great. Acha, you talking about open communication or
Yeah.
a sandwich process. Do you have any story or do you have something to share with us? Okay, we did this and got the result in a different way. Do you have any things to share? You can just go ahead.
Yes,
Like something is done, this kind of things, we got a result in totally different. But we never done earlier like that. Kind of things you can share.
So one is all about the history of women engagement.
Okay.
So, you know, somewhere, you know, post your maternity,
Okay.
or when you come back, or the post delivery, you come back to an office, you don't feel that important, right? You
correct.
don't feel important because your project
Okay.
has been differently assigned. You've been, you know, not into well placed the place where you were before, right? You will be given a different opportunity. So we have to talk to that woman. I personally have spoken to few of the women who have taken a break and have come back to office. When you talk to them, they'll give you, you know, the very innovative ideas the existing employees would not have, right? And you try to make that as an innovative, give them space. And I really don't want to take the names. There are so many women employees, the break who have come, they've really done a drastic change.
Super.
From one level to have gone to the senior level.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, super.
Yeah, just because having an open communication process with them,
Right.
understanding the process and giving them the right opportunity, giving them the space to openly talk and communicate themselves. I think that is very important. As in, you know, it's not about a woman. Even for a person who is handling a project, as in, you know, as a male employee, even though there, I would feel, I would take a live example who is sitting here in the studio today, Mr. Shubham. Right? He when he joined us, it was a different notion. We have given a different notion to him. But the way he has developed by having such communications, setting the goals, you know, having that sandwich process of communication with him, he developed from one role to another role within a 2 years of time.
That's
and
great.
his position have been in some higher level.
Super.
He's
Super.
managing overall business.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And
As you asked of the live examples, so
Yeah,
I
I
couldn't
know.
give you more live
Definitely,
examples.
definitely. That's what I want to know, because when we talk about some strategy and all,
Yeah.
we know these are things very important.
Yes.
But how it will help the employee to grow his personal life, the
Exactly.
professional way, the career growth. That's very important for me. That's what I thought I'd just share with you. Thank you so much for sharing. That's a really great insight from you.
Thank you.
Any organization, the culture is very important, right? What do you think important of HR policies and organization cultures?
Okay.
Could you explain?
See, HR policies is a vast. Like, you have to from the beginning of the recruitment till the exit process, we have certain process, we have certain cultures, and we have certain policies to be followed. Policy is something to implement it, to follow the process,
Okay.
right? So one of the major, I feel, as a culture to be valued is a POSH.
Posh.
Yeah.
What do you mean by posh?
Okay. So POSH is nothing but the prevention of sexual harassment
Okay.
in your
okay.
work culture.
Okay.
That's a main culture. It's a work culture, right? So explaining the importance to your employees. How do you behave with each other, like from a manager level to your subordinates? And as a woman, are you feeling safe in your work environment?
Okay.
Right? It's not only for a woman; it's for a meant to be men as well. Is as in organization, it has to be for both the gender. We should not have a gender bias as a POSH committee.
Okay.
But as in government law, it is meant to be for a woman. right? But as an organization wide, if you see, it is for both men and women. Like whether I may be a female boss, like I would have been having a male employees working under me, where I would be talking to them nonsense and throwing all my tantrums, that would also lead to a posh, right? And a woman who's facing any kind of sexual harassment among the colleagues, training them in a proper way, telling them how you actually have to be perfect in your organization, how to have certain policies to be followed, and if you have any issues, that we are here to hear you as a voice, to listen you. Like why posh is very important is like there would be like a tiff between you and me. Let's take an example. You've been working with my colleague, okay, and you are my boss. You're not giving me a promotion. I can't go and apply a posh case against you.
Okay.
Right?
Achha.
So it
There may
it
be
could
misuse also,
misuse.
right? Yeah.
So
that's
creating a proper awareness in the organization, what is posh is about, where to use it, where not to use it, and that matters into your culture as well.
true.
The culture of organization is the basic roots of all this,
Okay.
right? But yes, as a manager, if you have something against me, right,
Definitely.
you are taking as an advantage, passing me over a comment, something like "Kya lag rahi hai yaar?" All that
Okay.
like what are you hearing today?
Those are
Yeah, it all falls in continuous the comments which is not you're not comfortable with,
Is it?
right? Yeah, that's actually falls
my-
under a
This
posh.
I'll be very careful next time when I'm talking to
That's what I
someone.
say. You should have a posh training for your employees as well.
No, that's what. I
Bachcha,
have to be
right?
very careful to talk about ladies. Okay?
No, it's vice versa also. I can also comment you saying, "Wow, you look very handsome today. What is up to you?"
Achha.
Those comments, right?
Got it.
So yeah. So until you're comfortable, you're friendly, it's fine. But crossing certain friendliness,
Acha,
or
acha, okay.
you feel that this is not going in line, it is little out of the line. That is how the posh comes in place. Like
Okay.
you train your employees in a very cultured way that how to talk, and this also create a lot of positivity in the work
Environment, yeah.
right? You have a team which is like all well going fine, and suddenly you feel that there is a tiff, right? There is something which is not okay. You can't go and just put it as a posh. It's an
Right.
awesome, because I have to tell all the HR people, there is IC people will be nominated in the internal committee members, and they will go through the proper process of the posh. They will inquire everything, what is from your side of a story, the other side of the person's story, and then the decisions will be taken accordingly. So just to create that there is something as a protection towards a committee or the organization, that the posh plays a vital role as a culture perspective.
Okay.
I hope you got it. You
yeah,
have
yeah,
any doubts?
yeah, definitely. No, I don't know exactly what you mean by posh.
Yeah.
Now I got.
It's a prevention of
that-
sexual harassment.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
And nowadays there is a lot of buzz about AI. That people are scared about AI and people take advantage of AI. As a HR, okay, how AI plays a vital role in HR.
Uh, it's not only in HR; it plays in all over the
Definitely, because,
all over the industry nowadays.
Because you are into HR, thought just check connect with the HR only.
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
definitely.
The HR plays a vital role in the organization. When AI playing a major role in the HR, so it automatically defines
Other
other
department.
departments
That's
as
true.
well, right? Let me give you a live example. We have something called ATC, Application Tracking System.
Okay. Okay.
That starts from the recruitment process itself, right? So you have to just put in your PAN number. It will show that when the person have come for interview, or the person has attended any interview earlier before 3 months or 4 months. With a fraction of you have to just give some milliseconds of 7 or 6 seconds. It just throw you all the data, whatever the information has.
Through PAN
Yeah.
number.
Yes.
Oh, you can
So
track that
PAN
one.
number.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So any of your ID, either it can be an Aadhaar card or
Acha,
it can be a
okay,
PAN
okay.
card.
Anything.
So that is
okay.
where we ask the candidates to carry their system, the ID cards.
You mean
or
basically talking about any government
issued ID
issues,
proof,
yeah, proof,
which
yeah.
has been updated in the data.
I
With
got
that system, we can track down that how the person was, how what is his roles and response. Everything can be tracked through the ATC.
Mhm.
That is one of the major play which is happening
Yeah, it plays
in a
in-
HR recruitment field. And second comes this in BGV, right? We have everything automated.
Okay.
We don't use much of there was a time like a person goes pick up the application from the client, and then do a data entry, do a PDF scan, and then then you do manual data entry and send it to education department, send it to employment department. But here is in Verify now we have digitized most of the process.
Okay.
It's just we just send a link to a candidate. The candidate will open the link. He'll fill all the details, authorize himself in a robustic way that I am a human, that I am authorizing to do all my verification. And the complete system, the manual process has been moved to complete automation process.
Mhm.
These are the places where AI is taking the role to have, the less human intervention. Yes, the human intervention is required. By end of the day, there is somebody to do a quality check, whether the provided information is right or wrong. But the manual process which is going through, the more often paperwork has made it more digitized now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is more digitized. And when it comes to, as in, appraisals, we are all in an automation system now,
Okay.
right? The 30 days, 90 days feedbacks has been taken. Your monthly performance has been reviewed, because you have to upload all your monthly performances. And by end of the day, you are doing your quarterly reviews, your half-yearly reviews, and your annual reviews, and that comes to your annual performances, how it is happening.
Appraisal will be doing earlier in same way or manual? Like
We have both
automation.
the system. We have
Acha.
both the system.
Acha,
We
okay.
do review monthly target performances. We do review quarterly. We do review half-yearly. And by end of the day, by having all the certain points, we do the annual performance appraisals.
you mean that AI is helping a lot
Yes,
for
yes.
these things?
All
Okay.
this to track down.
Okay.
There is a system, because your task has been already allotted during your monthly sessions, and we will be asking you to upload all your monthly reviews, feedbacks, and all this calculated by end of the year. So that's a calculation, because your system is capturing every movement of your employee, about his performances, about his life cycle, about his attendance. Everything has been captured. You could see the person has been present for so many days, he's been regular for this, and his business has been done. The roadmaps which has been allotted for him, all the roadmaps has been, it has been achieved or not. Everything has been captured through AI. So it is easy for an HR to sit and analyze what can be done, right?
Okay.
How do you put a person's appraisal in front of the manager? How you going to convince the manager, see, hey, my employee has done so many good things as per the data. Let's take a quick review and update it. When my employee is really not happy with his appraisal or not happy with the promotion what he have got, and you feel that the top talents is one of the major thing, how to handle them, to be, to know, understand. So that is the HR plays a role. But to have our, most of the work to be done, the AI is helping us a lot.
That's
So
great.
these are all the important points we just have to put.
Superb. Good. See, it's very important to hire a talented people, and after hiring a talented people, to keep him in a good terms is very, very difficult. Okay? What is a unique and innovative strategy that you implement in hiring?
See, we have something called growth strategy. So the current or the previous organization wherever we have worked, when it comes as an recruitment, as an requisition, right? When you know that these projects have come, we want certain requisitions, and these are all the requirements we have. Let's start exploring outside. The first thing mind comes whenever there is a hiring, people think, let's do it from an outside. Let's do outside recruitment. But I, as an HR, we feel, why are we not utilizing the people who are already there in the organization, who knows the organization better,
Better, yeah.
who knows the projects better? They just wanted to explore the next level, right? So what we do, we take up a data, we see like how many of them in the system for so many years, how many have the certain skills which has the open requisition. We
Okay.
move them internally with the promotions.
Acha, maybe same department or
Different department according to the requirements. Like we will talk to the employee, whether are they interested to explore the other departments.
Department, okay.
Are they good into it? They really have certain skills. Why don't we move there? Because you're going to get an outsider for certain high package,
Got it.
and you're going to put them across there, right? But you are already having a person in your system who might be unhappy after a few days with the same working for the same project.
Yeah.
Why don't you start exploring inside? That we call it as IJB, but that is different.
Okay.
That where you publish and you say that there is an opening, come and
IJP.
internal job postings.
Acha, okay. Okay,
Right?
great.
But this is something called growth strategy, I would
Acha,
say.
growth strategy.
Knowing the data that you employees, as an employee who is already existing in the system, have certain skills already, right?
Mhm.
They have the skills and they have a knowledge, they can move to one process to another process,
Okay, that's it.
right?
Yeah, we also do same kind of things because
Yeah.
we identify a couple of second line leaders.
Exactly.
Instead of hiring, as you told that instead of hiring a new people with a higher packaging, why can't we help build their professional career?
Yes.
Those what they're basically looking.
Yes,
Okay, and
yes.
we identify a couple of people in a different division, like marketing, sales, or HR, or operation. We identify packaging and all. We help them to build up. Like we have a plan for next 1 year.
That's right.
What are the things we're going to focus on? Those things to develop it. That's what. Thank you so much for sharing, because we also in the right path. That's what I meant.
Yes,
That's
yes. And as you asked the second question, how do you keep a top talented engaged all the time?
yeah.
That's a little tricky part where we play major roles on it, like
Mhm.
making them publicly available for social media things.
Wow.
Like talk their experience, ask them to talk about
If
company.
they're not comfortable in social
we
media,
make them comfortable. That's why we are here as an HR, right?
okay.
We boosting them, telling them, yes, come on, you can do it.
Acha, okay.
Right?
You encourage them to do
Encourage
that.
them.
That's very
and we're
important.
going to talk to them about. We're going to have a clear feedback. We have a conversation with them. See, you've been a top talent. You've been performing very nicely with us, and we want this journey to be very smooth with you. Why don't you be part of our onboarding deck?
Acha.
Like when the new joiners are joining, why don't you part of our onboarding deck?
Got it.
Talk about us. Talk about your experiences, how you've been grown with us, and like how you've been very comfortable working with us, and how the opportunities we have given to you. So that makes him also feel that yes, I matter to this company somehow, and the person who's going to join with us, who's going to have a lot of talent, going to think, okay, I would be the future person talking to him like that, right? That makes a lot of comfortable that you are providing to your top talents. And next is like having this senior managements to talk to them, allowing them having a training sessions, their personal development sessions,
Got it.
and where the senior management can come and talk to them personally and having a dinner along with them, so they feel more important,
That's true.
that they have to continue this journey further,
Great.
right? And making part of any of the crafters, like we do have something called annual seminars where we ask them to go and be part of it,
That's
like
true.
share your experiences, take the opportunity, and give them the proper rewards and recognition at that point of time. I think these are the few things I have personally done it from my end, that to keep our top talents to be occupied, and they make sure that they have to stay back with us for so long, so that with them we also grow, which
Got it.
matters a lot, right? Because finding another person outside from a market is very difficult.
Difficult, yeah.
So, but the person who already knows and who already have an interest to develop with the company, which actually have a very important role as a top talent for us.
Okay. Yeah, that's great, yeah.
And how about you, Baswaraj? Like, have you identified any of your top talents, and what are the things you play as in?
See, the same thing, like what you're focusing on, we do a lot of employee engagement activities,
Okay.
because what we do is we go with the lunch, we go to the dinner,
Yeah.
we go with the outing, yearly once annual meet will be there. We have a coming up sports event, like yearly ones. All those things keep engagement with the people, and we do every Saturday. We don't work on a Saturday.
Okay.
Officially, we close on Saturday, but we focus more on giving training for the department. Like we have individual people who take care of training and development. Like,
Okay.
like we think that okay, this person is lacking these skills.
Hmm.
Then we focus on those areas. Like we go with that. We show some training tools, or we go with some videos, and we every 3 months we watch movie together in office.
Right.
We sit together, all people. We'll watch a movie. Those kind of things activate, because only to keep it in a momentum in a good way. That's what we do a lot of it.
Yeah.
Even though we are a very small organization, like we do all those kind of things. What are the things you're talking about here? Thank you so much.
And we also have something called monthly outings in our
That's
office.
okay.
So, which is very mandatory. We kind of ask opinion. Like if it's a big organization, what they do, they ask their employees to write the chit,
Okay.
right? We put it, we take it, we'll go as per the requirement of an employee. We'll plan that outing according to his or her needs. Like, okay, today might be the person would have asked, might be, there would be
Right,
X, Y, Z plans. Like, they may want to go to this place to have an outing. So, yes, we select and we make sure that that is implemented and we are going
Yeah,
it out.
right.
So, that also plays a vital role to have, people engaged among the cultural activities.
You told about cheat, right?
Yeah.
Recently, I posted in my LinkedIn. Okay, this is one of the things recently we started,
Okay.
because when last year we were around 11 or 13 people employed. Now we have more than 25 now. When you grow a team as a grow, there is a lot of gossip will be there. There is a lot of negative talking
Yeah.
behind, right? How to change those mindset? Okay, what we thought, I thought that okay, we discuss. Okay, every Saturday we going to meet. Okay, in the morning, and we talk about, like, let's say last 1 week, what are the happy moments you have there? See, that has given super duper responses, because everyone start focusing only happy moments, irrespective of any kind of things happen to their last 1 week. There's no gossip, their negativity is come down, because they know I want to talk about my happy moments.
Yes.
And the person who going to address, she not going to talk about this person. This generally tell, okay, this is the happy moments of this person, like that. and they will have we have a voting system. Like we tell, okay, we just the person who get highest vote, he'll get one goodies on Saturday, every Saturday.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
what we're doing, and super. Last 4 weeks, recently I posted my LinkedIn, my profile. That's given super duper the
Response,
culture,
yeah.
something in my organization. That's what we felt.
Yeah.
So something we do innovative, as you told. We do a lot of thinking. We do a lot of brainstorming with the department wise. We'll see how can we keep engagement. We have to move forward. That's what. That's what we thought. Thank you.
It's a very good innovative, by the way. It's
Yeah, thank
very-
you so much. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna. I think we're gonna plan about
Oh
it.
my God! Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for that.
Yeah, thank you so much. You told you started when you were in college, right?
Yes.
HR career. It's not easy to start when you're in a like studying in the colleges and the focus only HR, because it's very difficult. Like
Thank you.
I know people do part-time jobs in a different industries, because you have very clarity that okay, I want to focus on HR. I want to continue my profession in HR only, and you are there from last 15 years, right?
Yeah.
Definitely you would have gone so many people like, who helped you grow your professional, like maybe senior person or maybe mentor. You'd like to take this platform and thank them. Please go ahead and thank.
Thank you so much for this such an opportunity.
Yeah.
See, first I would like to thank my father and mother.
Absolutely, that's
Because
great.
my father is the only person you say, until there is no death in the house, you're just going to a school, you're going to your office, you're just doing the work has to go on, just move on and move ahead. And my mother has always been supportive. She's like, you're the daughter, it doesn't mean that you have to sit at home and you to explore. Try to explore, go out and just be yourself. And post which you have something as in your husband, right? Even though your father and mother has been supporting you from your childhood, and the next plays a vital role in your husband. Till now, he never stopped me for anything. He's like, it's always been an open communication among us.
That's great.
Like I say, it's never been that, asking permissions, taking permissions. It's been always, I'm going. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like recently heard that spouse makes you break or build.
Yeah.
That's very important, right?
That's exactly
If you have a good support system in a house, then you can achieve whatever you want to in life. That's very important.
That's I have a great belief. Even the people who are going to get married or whoever is, even especially in me team members, I would say, always have that friendship bond. Let's not have that husband and
Husband and-
wife
that's-
beef. So I always feel. So my husband has been always a support system for me.
Great.
Now here also yesterday night we had a demo podcast. he was being your position, and he was asking me questions. How are you going to do this? So he
great.
was that into point of point.
Okay.
So when it comes as in profession, the first opportunity it has been given to me is Chandra Honavali.
Chandra
He's from
Honavali.
he's from in US, and
Acha.
he's my first boss.
Oh.
Like he's a CEO of that company. I don't know from where he got that charisma from me, that he think, okay, being a student also she can do so many things.
Superb.
He has been always given me opportunities. Being a CEO of the company, it is no need that he has to come to my position and talk. But he's always been spoken to me. Hi Nandini, how are you? There is a culture called sir, ma'am,
Correct.
right? It is very nice that I have stopped that culture from the beginning of the career. It's because of him. He used to
Oh.
tell me, don't call me sir. It's
Call the
Chandra.
name.
Call me Chandra.
Okay.
That is how you have towards your superiors or the leaders. When you see among them, I feel so proud about it.
That's
Right?
great.
He was the first person in my life to tell me that call me Chandra. That time it was a very basic,
know, yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's very,
yeah.
because I am a student. I
Students,
used to
yeah,
call
yeah.
sir,
That's what I
ma'am.
want to.
And then I started calling people by their name, and I got to know how important is that to call.
That's correct.
How is it professional culture values over there, right? And second, the very important person, the turnover person in my life is Mr. Kiran Kumar.
Kiran Kumar.
He's part of Hinduja.
Hinduja, okay.
Yeah, he's been my career guide till now.
Oh, super.
Even I was not part of the company. He still talks to me in a very polite way. Ask me, how are you? What are you up to date? Like, are you okay with everything? It is like kind of a guide, and like I learned so much, developed my communication because of him. He has given me a lot of open doors opportunity in such a big organization, making me participate with the CEO kind of a training sessions, allowing me to be part of most of women encouraged training sessions, or putting me in all kind of spotlights as much as possible. Even there'll be a meeting, he'll just say, go handle it. Nobody will give you such an opportunity, right? They'll think, no, let me take that opportunity, let them put them back as in a dim light. But he's always put me in a spotlight saying, you can do it. So now I am following that culture with my reporters,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
That plays a vital role. Now because you have certain experiences from your, kind of people around, you also try to be the same manager,
Got it.
not a toxic one. right? I am giving an opportunity. Now, the person who is in my company for 1 year, 2 years, I make sure they are talking to clients. They are taking the feedbacks. They are coming up with the PPTs, make them innovative. Because I know there is some skill which is hiding behind.
Correct.
You have to just give an opportunity to move it further.
That's true.
Right? That opportunities have been gone all the time. I've got all my career. Just taking a few names because all my managers were very supportive. The professional life has been always a positive lifeline for me.
That's
It's
great.
been just going ahead, and now also I have a better people to report who is giving me explore to present the companies. It's like you go, you do it, you can do better way.
Oh, that's why you achieve the highest now, HR head
Yeah,
of.
I'm
That's
and every year promotions.
wow, that's great.
Yeah. So every year promotions because the opportunity has been given to you and utilize it in the right way. People will give you opportunity, but people will be like, no, we are not doing it. Don't hesitate. But even it should come from in your inner mind that no, let's do it. Like the posh training, it was not relevant what I was doing. But somewhere I felt no, it has to be because you should know. So I have done through Dr. Aparna Sheth. She's a ProTouch founder. So she kind of a lady like she has been like inspired me in a different way during the training session itself.
Okay.
I think you should give an opportunity to talk to her, but basically she's not from in Bangalore, but I
Achha.
don't know how it is exactly work.
Sure.
But she is such a lady, such a strong lady, and you will get inspired through her training session, the way she talks, and she consider herself as a drama queen,
Mhm.
because she's been performing in the stages as she's been a practice stage performer. So it has been quite interactive and a knowledgeable session. I think whoever the new HRs are going to come up, they wanted to do some kind of a
Correct.
trainings. I would prefer ProTouch
Okay.
because it is done through Dr. Aparna. I think that would be the great session which they will go through.
Thank you so much for coming here and sharing all your experiences from last 15 years, what you've gone through. And definitely, viewers going to get a lot of inputs from this one. Thank you so much. And we're going to help new HR people who want to come up. They want to take a HR, but definitely they got a lot of inputs from this one. Thank you so much for your time and coming here and sharing your knowledge or experience, stories. And all. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for this platform to thank everyone and to be part of this also. Thank you, Baswara.
Thank you, Nandini. Thank you so
all
much.
the best for all your this channel. Let it grow success.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Sustainable product,
Thank
the
you.
brand called Rafter.
Oh.
Please take it.
Nice.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Can I open?
Yeah, please.
Such a cute gift. Nice.
Thank you so much for watching episode 4. I have a 3 takeaway from this episode. The first one is the sandwich process. Okay, this is something unique for me because how are you going to communicate with your employee and management? That's what I felt one of the takeaway from me. And second was the posh training. That's something unique again for me. The second point of this one. And third one is you should have a gratitude for the people who help you to take up, like she's more than 15 years experience in HR and she reached in a HR head and still taken this opportunity, the platform to thank those people who helped her to grow in our life. This is the 3 takeaway from my side on this episode. Please like, share and subscribe this channel, the Leaders Speak podcast. Thank you.